And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fifth episode of TAWcast and Pals. You know me. I'm your host. Need no introduction, but we got one anyway. Oh boy.
Oh, good news. I'm here.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yep. If I can just, I'm still getting used to this. If I can
Oh,
just,
don't worry. I'm still getting used to making this show my habit because I'm not perfect, so I might as well just ring with it. Oh, hello. I'm on my home from dinner. I will join the stream when I
sorry, I
get
was turning
home.
off.
All right.
Hold on a sec. Let's see if I can get to the profile pic thing. Ah. Stop
That's all
cams.
right. Sometimes we make grammar errors ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Previously on the previous podcast, we were doing a Halloween special that ended up getting cut short. But it sometimes happens that way. The next day I ended up doing a stream having a serious vent. You didn't know what happened, right? About the previous episode
Oh,
as well as an unofficial stream.
hello. Hello.
I seriously need to get a microphone.
I'm testing things up. Let's see if I can. How do you do the profile thing? Edit audio of it. Stop my. Oh, stop cam. There we go. I was worried for some reason it would cut me off. Anyway, I'm now to the
Yeah,
profile pic.
yeah. The last episode of the Orhan Amin Cringeathon, I ended up joining him.
Right.
Yeah, it was regarding a Snyderverse fanboy who wouldn't
Right.
shut his mouth.
They're still whining about not Snyderverse happening.
Yeah, still whining about it in 2024. Like, I could not stand Orhan. His voice was ungodly grating to sit through, and it was just nothing but brain rot just listening to him.
I knew that feeling responding to Fury of the film ban.
Yeah, the guy who thought it would be a great idea to misrepresent and make a slander video out of you.
I
Yeah,
mean, he accused me of being pro censorship. I listen to bands like Merciful Fate and Slayer.
yeah, and he decided to get his panties in a twist when he decided to come make a post about you just today. You'd think he would actually have some maturity after dealing with Chris Stuckman for many years. Fortunately, that doesn't happen.
And know better of not falling into cult-like groups.
Yeah, Daily Wire sucks. Wow. So, Orhan made a pathetic apology video to the both of us, so I will be reacting to that when I do my next episode of the Orhan Amin Cringeathon tomorrow. Sadly, I won't be here tomorrow, but I'll be doing something else, which I won't leak that much information. So I might as well just do the early episode for today because Smoking Record won't be here on Sunday.
Right.
He even forced me to delete both of my live
Right.
streams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not taking them down.
I think there's this echo thing going on. Let me see. Could just okay. Hello?
Hello.
There, we got the echo thing figured out.
Yeah. Hopefully by next year I'll have a microphone ready because so that way I won't have to have any audio issues in the near future. Yeah, this and last week has not been very good for us. You had to deal with being slandered, and I had to deal with getting a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, want to get to the copyright striker I talked about last time was?
Right. Wait, what was it? Sorry.
Do you know who its user?
Right, yeah, the copyright strike.
Yeah, do you know who that user was?
Lily Orchard.
Correctamundo. Because as we all know, she can't take any L's in life.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we'll just wait until we get to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm actually thinking about doing a Trolls Band Together 2001 Cringeathon series. Go ahead. Continue making fun of that troll. Pun intended.
Oh, you know who I think Fury of the Film Fan would get along with? Uncle Lexus.
I thought you would have said Critical Drinker. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he would have gotten along with Critical Stinker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
Anyway, while we wait for our third and as well as our sixth guest of honor, should we just go over a bit of what we have in a collection? Because I don't really have anything to showcase that.
I have nothing new either. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's so the collection minute for both of us has been pretty limited so far.
But I can start working on something. Hold on a sec.
What the critical strike?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is going to be quite the episode of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we have one particular film that we will be discussing. But we'll get to that later. I'm going to have lots
Sorry,
to
just
say.
thinking of something funny.
We're going to have lots to say about a certain film that came out this month.
What's up, guys?
Hi, John Wick and Beavis and Butthead fan.
How are you doing today?
Doing good.
Good.
I just got home from dinner tonight.
All right.
And, yeah.
Nice.
Do you have anything in your collection prepared?
Nothing new for me, sadly. But I do want to show off some of my Christmas movies, since
Sure.
Christmas is going to be coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. What's with that echoing?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right.
Right.
Before we get to that, before I get to my naughty and nice, I'm going to go ahead and show off some of my Christmas movies.
And a Mac.
Hello, Ryan.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
I think it's coming
Right,
from.
first up is the first
Is that
Santa
going
Claus
coming from me?
movie.
Let me try something.
Nothing new for me.
So, did you hear the news of that new Ice Age movie?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Not looking forward to it.
No, if it's on
Same
Disney
here.
Plus, I'm not going to watch it.
All right. Next up,
Same here.
Santa Claus 2, my personal favorite. My personal favorite Santa Claus movie. And the sucky of the three, Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause.
Ew.
Fuck this movie. These next three films are Rick and Bass specials.
Okay.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Nice.
Frosty the Snowman.
A childhood classic.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Heard of it?
Next up, Santa Claus 2.
Pretty much everyone here knows all about these.
My personal favorite Santa Claus. Violent Night.
I want to watch
Nice.
it.
And the sucky of the three. My favorite Christmas movie of all time. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Nice.
Classic.
Nice.
Seriously though, that echoing.
Elf.
One of my favorite Christmas movies.
Yep,
Right.
I love this film.
Nice.
A Christmas Story. Frosty the Snowman.
Mhm.
Another Christmas classic.
Let's pretend A Christmas Story 2 never existed.
And just pretend A Christmas Story Christmas is the true sequel.
Yeah.
Okay. I've
And
been waiting to say this for a
a
long
very
time.
underrated holiday classic, The Polar Express.
One of my favorite movies growing up. It was shown at my school.
The Polar Express.
And one of the best animated movies by Warner Brothers ever.
Yep. All right. I'm going to go ahead and list off my naughty and nice. Now, the naughty and nice is the Christmas themed variant of Pickled Treasures. So here we go. Oh, hang on. There we go.
Okay.
My naughty is the worst Transformers movie ever. Transformers: Age of Extinction.
I thought you were going to go with the last night.
Don't even get me started on the Romeo and Juliet law.
Oh my God, Aaron Kruger, you're so lucky you had Top Gun.
Oh my God! Like, this movie is just awful, awful, in every sense of the word. Almost 3 fucking hours. And then the plot of this movie does not start until 75 minutes into the film.
Oh, by the way,
like a huge sack of wasted time.
Don't get me started on the way they did the Dinobots dirty.
Yeah. And the Dinobots are heavily marketed. Were heavily marketed for this movie, but they didn't even. We don't even see the Dinobots until the 3rd act of the film.
Yeah. It takes about as long as a kid trying to take a.
And this was the highest grossing
the
movie
restroom?
of 2014. Like this ain't
I know.
came out.
People, what the fuck?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's up,
This movie does not start until 75 minutes into the film. And how they portrayed Optimus Prime in this movie is just insulting.
What about?
We're talking about Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Okay.
The Dinobots are heavily
Just
marketed. Yeah, and
Right.
we don't even see the Dinobots until the 3rd act. And then we get, how they portrayed Optimus Prime in this movie is just insulting. Absolutely insulting. Like, I know.
Oh.
I mean, what the fuck? I mean, him wanting to kill humans? Are you fucking kidding me?
Totally not the most unlikable thing a hero can do.
Yeah. And then the villain Lockdown is just so lackluster. And the effects are garbage. The action is garbage. And the choreographing is just atrocious. I mean, God, the choreographing is just horrible. And the way they killed off Ratchet in this movie is insulting. Absolutely insulting. And there's nothing more than a huge slap in the face to the Transformers fans.
Right.
It is.
You know what? Transformers: Age of Extinction is my new worst movie of 2014. Fuck this movie.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the worst. Excuse me. All of you need to put it down.
I'd like to say something, please.
All right.
Okay, so how in the almighty hell can you make an Ice Age 6 when Blue Sky Studios is dead?
Yeah. I mean, really? Ice Age 6 is already my least anticipated film of 2026. Without question.
I mean, who asked?
Ice Age movies ended at 3.
Scrat already got his acorn. So, Disney, let it rest.
And besides, the movie that they almost finished, Nimona, was already picked up by someone else, and that turned out to be a great success.
Yeah. All right. Now for my nice. My nice of the show is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yeah. Really? All right. There's no. This film does not need an introduction. I love this film. My favorite Christmas movie ever. All right. All right. Who wants to go over there? Naughty and Nice.
Before I go over it, is anyone noticing an audio issue right now?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking into it.
All right. Now. All right.
I'll let you have your time to try to see if you can fix it.
All right. I'm gonna have to unplug my earbuds real quick.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong here. I can hear it.
All right. Hopefully it's
Wait,
better.
is it over?
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah. Oh. All right. Never mind. My microphone is working.
Okay, I think I found something that might help.
Yeah, I can
Right.
hear you a lot more clearly now. I think
Right.
we're good.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank God it was getting annoying.
Preset. Share screen.
So far, I'm not hearing any echoing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah,
Okay,
it really is good. So, for
much better.
my night to the show, this movie will be celebrating its 20th anniversary in a few days' time. And it's a movie, one of my favorite animated films, and a movie that always puts me in a good mood every time I think
SpongeBob
back to it.
SquarePants movie.
Why did you guess that?
I just knew it on top of my head.
Hang on. Look.
Classic.
Why did you guess that?
4K, is it?
Yeah. We're going to be getting a standard 4K for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie on November 12th. I already pre-ordered it, by the way.
Congratulations.
You know, I kind of wish they re-released that movie in theaters.
Me too.
I wish.
Yep, I remember it being in theaters. It was awesome.
Yeah. If they released it this year, would anyone go see it? I sure would. It's a film that pretty much is the culmination of everything that made SpongeBob a great show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was a great send-off.
You know, before Nickelodeon did what they did out of money, but still.
At the very least, it was a good send-off to Steven Hillenburg's involvement in the show.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Also, the soundtrack was banging.
Yeah. Now that we're men, we can do
I'm a goofy goober. Rah!
Ocean Man.
You're a goofy goober. We're all goofy goobers. Goofy goober.
And actually, here's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Motorhead, the band Motorhead, they actually did a song for that movie.
Yeah, it's called You Better Swim.
Mm-hmm. It's a take on their song You Better Run, which features Slash of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. It's a movie that has a great story about embracing yourself, the fact, I mean, and even part of growing up. Like, who else finds the story of this movie relatable?
Yeah,
I do.
I do.
To a degree.
Yeah,
I plan on rewatching it. I plan on rewatching this movie soon.
Please do. Like, so, and this is probably Plankton at his most evil. Plenty! I will rule the world!
Yeah. And then we get to David Hasselhoff, which is easily my favorite part of the entire movie.
Yeah, probably
Here's
the best.
something funny that I saw in a comment.
All right.
Yeah, probably the best use of David Hasselhoff, unlike a certain other movie.
His cameo is better in that movie than in the 2017 Baywatch. Do not get me started on the 2017 Baywatch.
Yeah.
The only thing that's good for is giving you gorgeous women.
Yep.
That's good for is giving you gorgeous women.
Yeah, but even the eye candy wasn't enough for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and even the eye candy wasn't enough for that. And it also had some stuff like that made me go like, I didn't need to see that.
Yeah, especially certain jokes.
That made me go like, I didn't need to see that.
Yeah, especially certain jokes. So yeah, that's my nice of the show. Now we get to the naughty, probably one of the worst animated films I have ever seen in my life. Now we get to the naughty, probably one of the worst animated films I have ever seen in my life.
What's your naughty? All right.
You know what happened? You know how independent animated features often get a bad reputation? I think this is the one that started it all.
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Don't blame me.
I never watched that.
Please don't.
I never watched that.
No. I have not watched it at all. I haven't watched it.
I never watched that.
I haven't watched I haven't watched the movie yet.
Oh,
I haven't watched.
the echoing is not going away, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Not as bad as last time, but still, it's still there.
I think I found something that might help. Let me try something. Share screen. Share.
My shoes.
Okay. I have on my going into audio reduced mic background noise, echo cancellation, and it has the box. You have to have it checked. Is this helping?
Let's see if there is no audio for the next minute or so. There's no echoing in the next minute.
Yeah.
All right. Where do I start? Story? What story does it have? Most of it is filler.
Yeah.
As well as the fact that it blatantly steals from every known thing you can find. And that's not including the fact that they use copyrighted characters. You get to see Sylvester from Looney Tunes overweight. You get to see Swifty from Archie Dogs. You get to see Nature Cat.
I'm surprised.
How's the animation? Some of the worst I've ever seen, even for an indie animated film. It's beyond amateurish. Welcome, Sean.
Hello.
Hello, Sean.
Hi.
Yeah, I was just going over my naughty of the show, which is the Rodfellows movie.
All right.
Like the animation, the between the terrible voice acting, which I can't fault most of them because of what they were working with, and the stiff movements, as well as animation errors galore. I'm surprised this was even approved of.
Yeah. Like the movie doesn't even know how to animate arms or legs.
As well as, and don't even get started on the fact that they blatantly steal from stuff. They reference the Flintstones, as well as the one episode of April 9th regarding the fire alarm, as well as steal a bunch of jokes and lines verbatim.
Yeah, there's literally one sequence where one of the characters blatantly says word for word, if you do this again, I would pull your tails off and mount them over over our fireplace.
Was that the reference to that one SpongeBob episode, Wet Painters?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite episodes.
Love that episode.
Yeah. No, why would you push? No, Patrick, no.
And don't ever get started on the worst thing about it. That this entire animated
I
film.
don't remember all this stack of paintings on the wall where your first doll used to be.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't remember this painting at all. Or this one, or this one, or this one.
Yeah, and do not get me started on the worst thing about it, the fact that it's a 2 hour long fetish film.
Oh yeah. I
mean, it doesn't surprise me considering that it's made by Dan P. Lyons, who had an inflation fetish of sorts.
Yeah.
Let me try something.
And like it's completely obvious that the people behind the movie has a tummy fetish, given that one of the characters constantly hugs the other character's stomachs throughout the film.
Yeah, and at one point, Darren Pipster at one point wanted to make a scene to turn on a 15-year-old employee about a stripper cat. And that's not even getting into the controversy with these three individuals that happened afterwards. Y'all know the controversy by now if you've researched, if you've been with it.
I don't know the controversy. I never heard of this film until recently.
Hope I haven't missed anything.
Oh, don't worry, you haven't. You've just arrived in on time.
Right.
So yeah. In short, I could go over every problem the Rodfellows movie has. But in
just
short,
trying something to see if the echoing is on my end.
I could go over every problem
Hello?
the Rodfellows movie has.
Trying something to see if the echoing is on my end. Hello?
Did someone get a little bit echo just now?
I do not want to watch this Rockfellas movie. Whatever it is.
I don't think I have plans to see it.
Yeah, well, you guys are not missing anything at all. Primarily because most of the film barely even does anything. Like they literally treat the viewers like idiots, like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this thing" before actually doing it. They literally treat the viewers like idiots, like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this thing" before actually doing it.
Wow.
Yep, that
and
comes
I
back.
thought not another church movie was insulting to the audience's intelligence. Wow.
Yep, that comes back.
Not another church
Oh, by the way, Dan P. Lyons can't sing.
Oh yeah. And like Finto sounds like he mumbles throughout the entirety of the film. And like Finto sounds like he mumbles throughout the entirety of the film.
So yeah, I can't stress it enough when I say The Rodfellows is tied with Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate as the worst animated film I have ever seen in my life.
Ouch. Ouch.
Wow. All right, is the Rockfellas movie your new worst movie ever?
It's hard to say, but I gotta look back at some of the worst movies I've declared as the worst, and ones that I may consider watching, like Disaster Movie and The People versus George Lucas.
For me, the Garfield movie is tied. The Garfield movie might just be tied with the Emoji Movie as the worst animated film I have ever seen in my entire fucking life.
I honestly believe that
Worst
Ivan
adult
the
I'm gonna have to think about that.
Ivan the Incredible is my choice for the worst animated movie that I've ever seen in my life.
Let's see what the worst anime movie I've ever seen was. Let's. Let's see. Okay, I'm at the list. Let's see. Genre, animation. Oh, Wicked City.
Never heard of Wicked City.
It's this OVA film, but you probably don't want to see it. Trust me.
There's also Rhapsody Kids, Believe in Santa.
The Sandy Cheeks movie.
Oh,
That's probably my choice as of now.
So yeah. So I think with that over with, I think we can go over. Me and TAWmaster will give our review for the latest episode of Helluva Boss because I felt I might as well review something out of the way. So, Thad,
Oh,
would you like to give your thoughts on it?
right.
Thad, what do you have to say about it? Okay.
It's
All right.
good.
I have to go to the bathroom.
All right. So here's my thoughts. My thoughts on the episode. I'll say that the first half was pretty weak, with it not being very funny. Moxie being reduced to someone who can't even do basic math. So much for arguably the most intelligent of the group. And it not being very interesting with its main story. And while I thought it was all right with the origin of the backstory, it wasn't something that immersed me. However, with the second half, it does become a bit of fun, even if Ronald is one of the weaker antagonists of the series, since we don't get to know him very much. And I did like seeing Blitz still having anxiety after the events of Apology Tour. Also, I will continue complaining about Luna being underutilized until they actually do something with her. Though at least she babysat Moxie by correcting him at the end. Yeah, one of the weaker episodes of the season, in my opinion. 5 out of 10.
I like it. It's not one of the. It's not the best episode of the season, but it's better than some of the earlier episodes we had this season.
Yeah, I put it about on par with Western Energy. I'd put it about on par with Western Energy, but below Seeing Stars. Although I would put it way above Unhappy Campers, I'll say that much.
That episode was just awful.
That one sucks. That one just sucks.
That episode was just
that
awful.
episode was absolute garbage.
Easily one of the worst in the series.
No, scratch that. It is the worst episode of the series. It's an episode that pretty much everybody hates. So yeah, with those out of the way, I think it's time for what we came to talk about.
Woo!
And because Smoking Record isn't here, I guess I'll be the first one to start with housekeeping for beginners. I watched this film and I really liked it. Well, it does have a pretty
heard of this film.
story. There are parts where
I never actually watched that, so I better just leave.
Go ahead, do what you will.
Right. So, let me know when the stream ends.
Sure. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
So, housekeeping for beginners is basically a drama, and I really liked it. I put it about on par with All the Silence. I don't really have much to say about it. 9.5 out of 10. I just didn't really have much to say about it. For our next one is...
Oh, yes! Hail to the king! This film, it was a pleasure to watch it. Because, see, me and my brother went to see Iron Maiden in Denver. And, we were waiting for the show to start, we figured we'd kill some time by visiting this museum to watch this documentary, and it was a blast. Like Sam Neill's narration was perfect, and it was so funny hearing him say that the T-Rex could see you even if you aren't moving.
Is that all? Or do you have more to say about it?
Yeah, I had a good time. Like, and it was nice to feature up-to-date science because hold on, let me. Yeah. Like.
All right, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Go ahead.
Oh, we're just starting with the movies.
All right.
All right, next one. Is that all you have to say about T-Rex?
Oh, I have not seen T-Rex.
It was a documentary that was shown in museums. It had Sam Neill narrating.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah. And the best part was hearing Alan Grant saying that the T-Rex could see you even if you weren't moving.
Yep.
All
All right.
Next film?
Oh, I saw this movie back in May.
I didn't see that movie.
I love this movie. I fucking love this movie. Folks, this was a blood-soaked thrill ride of a movie. And all the kills in this movie were just so cool. All the kills in this movie were just so fucking cool. Well, my only issue is that the film can drag out at times, but other than that, I love this film. 9.5 out of 10 or an A. Folks, if you have not seen this movie, please check it out. It's worth watching.
What's it about anyway?
I don't remember what it's about, but still, check it out.
All right. Next up is...
Okay.
Another movie I need to watch.
Kill.
Have you seen it?
Haven't seen
Nope.
it.
Have not seen it.
I guess I'm the only one who has it. It's a pretty good action film made from Bollywood. And it definitely has...
Bollywood. Interesting.
I like to call this Monkey Man Part 2. It's a great film that you care about the characters, and even if you don't speak the Bollywood language, you'll still have a good time with it. 8 out of 10. And now we get to a film I'm going to get a lot of hate for, because time to express some unpopular opinions.
Have not seen it.
I have heard nothing but great things about it. And when I heard the positive reception, I was actually intrigued to see it. So finally sat down and watched it. Guys, I'm sorry. I wasn't a fan of this one. I do get why someone would love it, but for me, the movie was confusing. It was boring. I didn't care about most of the characters. The main character has nothing going for herself. And while a lot of people love the nonlinear storytelling, to me, it felt more incoherent and just plain uninteresting, because you never really get much to care about. And even though the twist may be unpredictable, the ending was flat out dumb. So and I just couldn't get into it as much as everybody else. So sorry, guys. I can't
say because I haven't seen this film.
Yeah, I can't lie about my opinions. I think it's one of the most overrated films of the year. Tying with Transformers 1 as my most overrated film of the year. 4 out of 10.
I'm gonna go ahead and review Venom: The Last Dance. Yep. All right. So Venom: The Last Dance. I this movie right now has, I believe, a 39% of Rotten Tomatoes. But folks, this is one of those movies where I have to disagree with the critics. I had a lot of fun with this movie. Now, there are some issues like the pacing can be a bit iffy at times, and the visuals can look a bit outdated. But other than that, folks, I had a great time with this. I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10 or a 8 out of 10 or a B. I liked it.
I remember watching the first two Venom movies, and I did enjoy them, but I'm not really super interested in seeing this one.
Oh.
I'm glad you liked it, though.
Yeah. All right.
All right, guys. My 2 cents on this movie. I have a mixed history with the Venom films as well as the Sonyverse altogether.
Yeah.
The first film, I decently liked it. I saw it back in 2018, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Like, sure, do you wish it was rated R? Of course. Was the villain a bit dull? Yes. And can some of the editing be off? Sure. But I thought I liked the chemistry between Eddie and Venom, and the film was admittedly more fun to watch. Let There Be Carnage, though? Guys, I'm going to have to disagree with the consensus. I actually do think it's worse than the first film. Because even though Carnage was the best part of it, I honestly thought the Venom and Eddie stuff was more of a downgrade because I was just watching these two bicker all day. And I also wish they did more with both the story and Carnage, but unfortunately, it just ended up falling flat for me. And by God, that mid-credit, that end credit scene was a stinger. Like you think we would finally have Venom and Spider-Man in the same sentence, but we never got that at all.
Nope.
Because I don't know why.
And even then, this version of Venom was never even connected to Spider-Man to begin with. So, like, it just kind of makes it worse.
The whole point of Venom is because he is his Spider-Man.
Yeah. But and still, now, Let There Be Carnage is still my favorite of the trilogy.
Yeah. And finally, we get to the quote-unquote final film in the franchise. And initially was not going to watch this because after raging at Madam Web, I initially was going to thwart it, but to not watch it. But unfortunately for this review, I just figured might as well watch it just to see how the story ends. And I liked it better than Let There Be Carnage. Thankfully, the Venom and Eddie shtick is definitely a lot more enjoyable, and I do appreciate that they actually bothered to stick the landing with especially by the film's end. And the film was kind of fun to watch. The first half, I'll admit, it had some contrived plot points and some holes on it that I won't spoil, but if you watch it, you kind of know where I'm coming from. And thankfully, I wish they did more with the symbiotes, and Null was barely underutilized throughout the film.
No surprise there, honestly.
Yeah. And it's a film that I think is enjoyable for what it is. And as an ending to the Venom film, I thought it was enjoyable enough. Seriously, though, in what world do we live in where a Venom movie was better than a Joker sequel? So overall, I'll be generous. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And in order to rank the Sonyverse from best to worst, I'll just put it right now. First is Venom 1. Venom The Last Dance gets second place. Venom Let There Be Carnage is in the middle. And the bottom two, Morbius is more boring, although Madam Web is objectively worse. That's the ranking.
And plus,
Hunter coming in this next month.
Oh, good, yeah! Can't wait for Sony to butcher another beloved Sony. I can't wait for Sony to butcher another beloved Spider-Man villain and make it look a meme and get no money from it.
Yeah, and it's from the writers of Transformers: The Last Night, as well as the first Iron Man film.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is Venom: The Last Dance better than Joker: Folie Do? Yes, it is.
All right.
All right.
Joker Folie
Next film, I'm gonna say next film is Smile 2 for me. All right, Smile 2 is the sequel to Smile, which was released back 2 years ago. And yeah, this sequel was really good. Really good sequel.
Have you yet to see the first one?
I enjoyed it. I mean, people have been saying that this sequel was actually an improvement over the first movie, and I'm going to have to agree.
Right.
Yeah. It's scarier, and it's gnarlier than the first. Yeah. The lead actress in this movie is also really good. Like, very, very good. She gives an excellent performance in this film. Excellent performance. All right, so Smile 2 gets a 9 out of 10 or an A-.
All right. So I guess that the next film we get to talk about is.
Oh boy,
that film was underwhelming.
Yeah,
I refuse to watch it.
Yeah, I decided to watch it, and
there are only two good things I can say about this film. It's better than the 2019 film.
Not saying much.
I appreciate how it focused more on the horror aspects.
I agree. Yeah, I will say this though. I do appreciate that they were trying to stay more true to the comics, and for what it's worth, it's 50-50. At parts it did get to me. It did start having a few tension-filled moments. Other moments I thought were boring, and other films I thought it was unintentionally hilarious. And I'm surprised.
The guy who played the priest, that was the guy who played Jeffrey Butler in Fresh Prince.
Yeah. And the film just ended up being a bit of a 50-50 guilty pleasure. Like, if you want to watch a movie that has just so many that can either have all the emotions, I think Hellboy the Crooked Man does satisfy the comic book fans. But for me, anyways, 5 out of 10. But I will say it is a guilty pleasure because I do like some things about it, and I wouldn't say everything was irredeemable here.
All right, I'm going to review a movie called Saturday Night. Saturday Night is the movie that takes place during the airing of the first episode of the Saturday Night Live show. What did I think about Saturday Night? Have you guys seen it?
I remember seeing a trailer for it.
I want to see it.
I remember seeing a trailer for
it.
I've seen a trailer. I've seen the trailer for that movie when I went to see Beetlejuice 2.
Oh, cool.
I really want to watch it.
I know Willem Dafoe is in it.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm saying this, folks. Columbia Pictures finally released a good movie.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
Too bad they're going to ruin it with Craven.
Yep. Sadly, they're going to fuck it up with Craven. Yeah. Unfortunately, Craven the Hunter's going to fuck it up. But yeah. I love this movie. Saturday Night was a lot of fun to watch. Mm-hmm. Everybody gave a spectacular performance. The soundtrack is excellent. The cinematography is really good. The editing is really good. And just pretty much everything about this movie is just excellent. Get ready. Columbia Pictures, this is your first movie this year to earn a 10 out of 10 or an A+.
Nice.
I hope I get around to watching that because I really do want to watch it.
All right. Next up is a movie. Next up, I did watch this movie, Terrifier 3.
Ooh.
Yep.
I've been meaning to watch those movies.
As someone who has never seen any of the Terrifier movies.
Me too. I have never seen any of them
This
prior to
was-
this film.
A super gory ride. And holy shit, this was really good.
Yeah, I hear the Terrifier movies are freaking brutal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are. They really are.
Yep. Probably the most brutal kill in this movie was the kill was the killing spree in the opening.
Yikes.
Yeah.
There were a lot of them. And it was just a good, gory, fun time for me. I can see why people like Art the Clown. He's unpredictable and he has no restrictions whatsoever.
Yep.
Yeah,
Art the Clown can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, I gotta watch those movies at some point.
Yeah. So Terrifier 3, I originally gave this an 8.5 out of 10, but now I'm gonna give this a 9.5 out of 10, which is an A.
To me, it's a 9 out of 10, though my thoughts could change once I watch the other Terrifier movies leading up to it. I really love the Christmas aesthetic to it as well.
Yeah. Really good movie. Folks, if you have not seen Terrifier 3, check it out.
And now the next film is from Razor X is...
Oh, this film was emotional.
I have not seen it.
It's emotional. I like this film. It was well made and depth, and it actually really emotional. And it really hit hard because, there was this part where because Christopher Reeves and Robin Williams were friends, and at his funeral, you could see Robin Williams was really upset, and there was someone featured in the documentary that said that he believed if Christopher Reeves was still around, Robin Williams wouldn't have killed himself.
Yeah. So heartbreaking.
It is.
All right. Do you guys want to review a movie that I refuse to watch?
What film do you refuse to watch?
Okay. I'm going to whisper it. Joker Folie 2.
Oh yeah, let's rip that one apart.
Wait, hold on. I have a perfect clip for it. Hold on.
I haven't seen the movie, but I think there should be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be a wild ride. Expect a long review of this movie.
Oh,
I will say.
Ooh, I gotta go grab my popcorn and drink.
I will say.
Here's the perfect.
Welcome to the podcast, Aldito.
Ready?
Should I play it?
Yeah.
If I can. Here it is.
Oh.
That's not funny. That's not.
And honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
To give our thoughts on the first film, because we have a hit, because this was the first Joker movie was nothing short of fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember watching it on HBO Max back in 2021, and I did enjoy it. I didn't love it, but it was good.
Hello?
Hi, what's up?
Hello.
What's up?
yeah, sorry, I know him, John Wick, because I met him.
Yeah. We are just talking about a film that is going to be fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Really?
We're about
wait, what are we doing now exactly? Joker. I've seen this with my guys.
Joker.
Listen.
Folie
I don't know. Wait, let me say something first. I seen Joker Folio Dogs with my grandma because it was really disappointing.
Yeah. The first
Not gonna lie though.
The first film was a masterpiece. It crafted an artistic telling of Arthur Fleck and how he became the Joker, and it had so many universal
the sequel took away what made the first film so appealing.
Yeah.
Well, I can give you opinion, though, because I can give you opinion.
What
So
was
yeah.
in his head?
Oh,
What was
boy,
real?
Joker. Yeah, it
Oh, boy.
left everything up to interpretation, and it ended on a fantastic note that would have told you this did not need a sequel. But unfortunately,
sequel.
The first movie
Sequel had to fuck it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
made
know,
a lot of
Jeffrey.
money, and but it also had a lot of stupid controversy surrounding it. People thought that
I know there's controversy. What do you expect?
Yeah, this movie. People thought that this movie was going to inspire mass shooters.
I mean, don't know why, because you just
If people
confused
should have
ending
been,
because people like hate it.
more concerned about the first Joker was that it would inspire people to mimic the stair dance scene, and someone would fall.
Yeah.
And,
I know.
Why the fuck does this have to be a goddamn musical?
And of course,
I mean, I don't because
the whole point of musicals is
Joker,
the
filler ado.
the purpose to the plot. Like
because I just like to Lady Gaga as much that I like her singer, but no offense to Lady Gaga.
Someone said that Lady Gaga's this was worse than Lady Gaga's role in The Simpsons. Ouch.
Dude, why does people want to hate Lady Gaga? Like, come on, she's just a singer, okay?
Yeah. And now
even thought that I haven't listened on Spotify because I know they have a Spotify Lady Gaga.
Look, guys, I have not been more disappointed by the movie this year or this decade more than Joker Folie do, because unlike other people, I was willing to give it a chance, and the idea of it being a musical could have worked.
Right.
Instead,
I know.
It was a disappointment of epic proportions.
Even me also.
Oh yeah, exactly, Aldo.
Yeah.
I need to tell you something. This movie got a D on the cinema score.
It is.
Wasn't that?
Oh yeah, it is.
Isn't the score lower than Morbius?
Yeah, it is.
Well, Mobius, it got mixed to me because I give 7 out of 10.
It has a worse audience score than both Madam Web and Borderlands.
Ow! Oh wait. Borderlands. Yeah, I seen that movie, by the way. I give 7 out of 10.
And guys, I'll just start with the positives. I do think that Joaquin Phoenix still does really good with his performances. That the cast do well with what they can. It's the production design is still really good just as it was in the first film, especially in the musical parts. Although we will talk about that part later on. And I'll say this: the first two acts really weren't that bad. It isn't until we get to the ending where we have a bone to pick with it. And now we get to the problems that this sequel has. First off, the obvious question: why was it a musical?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And seriously though, I mean, the actors sing it well, but there really wasn't much point to this. Especially if they were all, especially when you could have took them out and nothing would have changed.
I know, but they're just like dreaming though. They're just dreams.
This movie is also longer than the first movie.
And yet it's something that has less content inside.
Yeah.
Well, basically, Joker 2019 is only like 2 hours 1 minute.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And for the most of the film, we don't see really much of Joker. You only get stuck with Arthur Fleck throughout the run. Like
Well, for a majority of Joker,
I've got to go to the bathroom.
For a majority,
Go ahead.
In all fairness, for a majority of the first film, we didn't see much of Joker either.
Yeah, but they still went to include him in the narrative. And
some people they don't want to see in theaters because there's nobody.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
And let's talk about Harley Quinn. Boy, did they do her dirty.
I'm supposed to be like Margot Robbie, but no, it's Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Lady Gaga. First, I know this was meant to be an origin for Harley Quinn at starts, but good God, she did not even feel like Harley Quinn. She doesn't really get much of an essence. Instead, we're just stuck with a random Nick dating Arthur Fleck.
Well, I mean, Margot Robbie does not
Apparently,
want
Todd
to.
Phillips wanted to completely change Harley Quinn in this movie.
Well, the director, because they don't
They
want to,
hardly
you
have
know.
any chemistry. They hardly have any chemistry whatsoever.
And you want a little off topic, but you want to know something else?
Because I've seen change work with characters. Like,
you want to know something else?
Like,
before James Gunn was chosen to run DC, Warner Brothers approached Todd Phillips to run DC at first.
I just saw on Twitter because when I looked,
what is going on with Warner Brothers?
They can't do franchises.
No, I mean Joker 3 is not happening.
I mean, we definitely dodged a bullet there. Let me just say.
Okay, guys, relax.
Who agrees?
Yeah, because when
I am reminded, I haven't seen Hangover movies, but I heard how this.
Todd Phillips also. Oh, that was your. Yeah.
And you know, I was willing to forgive the problems this movie had from the first 2 acts because they weren't that bad. It isn't until we get to the 3rd act, and I have a lot to say about that. For those who didn't see
I
it,
know. Oh, I'm aware of the 3rd act.
I did see it theaters in IMAX. Okay, the Joker Folie dogs.
Yeah. First off, I'm just gonna spoil the twist right away.
Wait, I did see. I already seen. I already know.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but I'm trying to make it, you know, for my audience so they can get a reaction. Ready?
All right.
There was no Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Told you.
Good one, Bad Master.
Yeah. Joker. Follow the text.
I don't know how to say this right now, bro. Like, I mean, there's no post-credit scenes. I know, same thing as.
Yeah. No, oh, what did you
yeah.
miss?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, confused ending. Yep, John Wick, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
First off, that line killed everything that we followed for Arthur Fleck across 2 movies. So, in case you haven't guessed it, everything that led up to this was all for nothing.
Nothing. Just confused. You just stuck in the freaking stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if I can get the Blu-ray, guys. If you want me right now, I'm gonna get the Blu-ray. I'm not sure yet. The Joker Folio dogs. This guy really got mad at me right now. I really got so mad.
Imagine having an ending that undoes every piece of character development we've had up to that point. That is the kind of ending Joker Folie Do is.
You get why? Because this guy was laughing. Like he's like, I mean,
And oh my god, don't get me started on the way they ended the film. Where, get this.
Oh yeah, that.
Stabbed.
I mean, the
Right.
song, like we start the wedding, like what in a world?
And again, I must remind everyone, Todd Phillips, Warner Brothers originally approached Todd Phillips to run DC before James Gunn.
Oh boy, what were they thinking?
What did they thinking, bro?
What were they
What a
thinking?
fucking waste of $200 million.
Yeah, 5 years worth of buildup, and this is what we got. Unbelievable.
And this movie fucking bombed the box office. This movie bombed at the box office.
It got bombed.
Right.
Worse than
Crazy
Mobius.
crazy that it
The
still
same
made
thing
more
Mobius.
money than Transformers 1.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed Transformers 1 because why do people want to hate it though?
I think it was because the trailers didn't make it look that good, but in the film itself,
I mean,
ended up being
Rotten
really
Tomato is 89%.
Yep.
And
But it makes me laugh, but no joke.
The only part of this movie I really liked was the beginning with the Looney Tunes cartoons, but even then, it was basically a stab that's said by David Zaslav, considering the way he treats animation in general, especially the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
That was actually the best part of the film.
I,
Other than that, Joker Folie Deux was a disappointment of epic proportions, and it hurts that I actually have to give it a low rating. But I'm being generous right here. It's a 4 out of 10, but I'm almost close to changing it to a lower rating by the end of the year.
I still remember what Zaslav did with Coyote versus Acme.
Oh yeah, but I mean David just deleted the movie. Like, don't know why, because when I look on Twitter, this is so disturbing that no offense to John Cena, by the way.
I kind of accepted it at this point.
You're just like need the movie Coyote versus Acme.
It sucks if we don't get Coyote versus Acme released, but at this point, it's been a while.
Even
I don't really care anymore.
even Fix is not canceled. Thank God, Fix is not canceled. Looney Tunes also coming, but Looney Tunes is coming 2028.
So,
yes.
There's actually something that I've been wanting to ask you guys. Have you guys been experiencing a specific glitch on YouTube where as soon as people like your video, suddenly those likes basically drop down for some reason?
Oh,
yes, but only YouTube's incompetent altogether.
Oh, because on my most latest review, which is on Cars, it was at 7 likes for a little while.
Yeah.
Hey, movie and cartoon fan, are you gonna want to get Joker Folie Deux on Blu-ray for Christmas?
No, thank you.
If you want to get it, if you don't want to get it, that's fine. I'm gonna get the Blu-ray, but please don't hit me, guys.
I won't be watching this movie anytime soon.
Okay, then, all right.
Unless you want to put it for something for the worst of the year list.
Yeah.
So my latest review, which was my review on Cars, it was at 7 likes a little bit ago, but suddenly it's now at 3 likes for some reason.
I did see Cars already. Cars 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, I recently made my own review on Cars.
Okay.
And the review that I made was at 7 likes a little bit ago, but suddenly it dropped to only being 3 likes now for some reason.
Oh.
Is this a glitch that you guys have experienced before?
No, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's happening at all.
All right. Do you guys want to review Piece by Piece next?
Sure.
Wait, I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen it Piece by Piece.
I haven't seen Piece by Piece yet either.
But I
Because
have.
I looked at the trailer, it was really cool.
I watched it, and it was actually a pretty great film. It was actually pretty enjoyable, actually. Although the film can...
Oh, I guess you like it, so that's good to know.
The novelty of watching celebrities being played in Lego figurines and the good comedy and animation was enough to make me enjoy this film a lot for what it is. And although I wouldn't say it's my favorite Lego film, I mean, no Lego film is better than, well, the Lego movie. It was still a unique film that I actually would recommend it. I'm giving Piece by Piece a 7 out of 10.
All right.
I give your opinion, so.
All right. Any other movies we want to review? Are there any other movies that we want to review?
I have.
I don't know what to say, but I seen Venom: The Last Dance. For me, it was great. I give it 8 out of 10.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right, movie and cartoon fan. Oh, Batman. Oh.
Yeah. Another.
Oh, I haven't seen yet, Batman.
Oh wait, another terrible PG-13 horror film that has about the same problems I had with Tarot and Night Swim. They're boring. They're not scary. They're lazy. And while they did have an interesting idea.
Oh, and The Exorcism with Russell Crowe, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen the Pop's Exorcist, Russell Crowe.
Yeah, and the film just has nothing going for itself. And even though there's just nothing to this horror film to like about it.
Nope.
Even the particular Batman himself is not that interesting in mythos, but I guess I couldn't care more about this film if I tried. Definitely one of the worst films of the year, and it's definitely tied with this, Harrow, and Night Swim as the worst PG-13 horror film of this year.
Night Swim? I seen in theaters.
Oh, you have?
Well, I give it 8 out. Well, I give it 8 out of 10. Night Swim.
So yeah, Batman. It was a joke. I forgot most of this film after watching it, but at this point, I couldn't care less.
Oh yeah.
I have a few others.
So
the next one is White Bird: A Wonder Story. Oh good God, Lions.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen yet. Some people
I've not seen this movie yet.
I've seen it back in April when it was leaked online.
Wait, really? What? Oh my gosh!
Someone actually uploaded the film, and I was able
What do
to
you
watch
think of
it.
it, cartoon fan?
Yeah, it was on a website.
What do you think of the film?
It was really good. It was a pretty good.
Okay.
It was a pretty good semi-sequel, semi-spin-off to Wonder, with its themes regarding the Holocaust and some really good messages to take from it, as well as it does give a bit of development for Julian, aka the bully, who bullied.
Augie Pullman.
Augie Pullman, yeah. I'm trying to keep my memories in fresh, and it's a really good film, and I also would recommend it. And I really wish this movie was not treated like dirt the way that Lionsgate did it.
Fuck you, Lionsgate. Seriously.
They were confident. They were confident when releasing The Crow and especially Borderlands, but they kept shoving this movie off its release date.
Oh yeah, I haven't
Seriously,
seen yet the Crow
Lionsgate.
remake yet.
Fuck you.
But I haven't seen yet the Crow remake but my friend Dakota already seen the Crow remake.
Oh, don't even get me started on that fucking remake of The Crow.
Yeah, we'll
But
talk about it.
my friend Dakota that I'm watching.
Yeah,
is Money Punch fanboy. Yeah, Money Punch fanboy.
But to
my
me,
friend.
the Garfield movie is much worse. I cannot wait to tear into that movie at the end of the year.
Oh my gosh. I would say like. John Wick. Okay. I seen Garfield with my friend, but do not hate me because it was underrated.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
I know because
To
Chris
me,
Pratt
the
voice was
Garfield movie
okay,
is
but
the worst film I have seen this year, without question.
I mean Chris Pratt voiced by Garfield, but I don't know. It's not actually not gonna work because I mean, including Samuel Jackson, the Vic, his father.
Yeah.
If you have the time, I recommend Isaac Curtis's video on Whitebird, which explains the tragic tales and the numerous delays this film had to go through. It was supposed to come out in 2022, but Lionsgate just did it dirty, and it hardly came out.
Lionsgate didn't even care.
Yeah, they didn't care.
Yeah, but
Lionsgate had a really bad year this year.
If you guys haven't seen yet, the 10 years.
Crow 2024 and Megalopolis all flopping.
And that's not even
Megalopolis got bombed.
Don't forget horror trash like Bagman, Imaginary, and The Strangers Chapter 1 too.
Oh my god.
Wait. I haven't seen Imaginary and The Strangers Chapter 1, but I know Strangers Chapter 2 is coming next year.
The Strangers Chapter 1.
And Chapter 2 is next year.
So yeah, Lionsgate, you suck. Hope you have a better.
But if you haven't seen theaters yet, the 10th anniversary, which is John Wick.
Oh, John Wick had its 10th anniversary.
But the
happy 10th anniversary to John Wick. Yes.
Even like this. But now, I'm back. That's what I said. But I'm excited for Ballerina next year.
Me too.
Same here.
I mean, Keanu Reeves is here, bro. I mean, that when I look at the trailer, oh man, I'm just shocked right now.
I cannot wait for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 next month.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm down. You know, I'm a Sonic fan. Okay.
Yep, I'm a Sonic fan too.
Yeah. By the way, there's been rumors that people like complaining in Sonic 3. I bet there's gonna be Amy Rose. No joke.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have
We don't
to
know what
see.
she look like. We don't know what she look like. The design.
All right, next film for me is Platform 2.
I seen that.
Netflix, and it was a really good tension film, but the ending kind of made no sense. This film, not as good. I liked that it had new characters to follow, although it did have questionable world building with children being involved in this film. And it does have some tension-filled moments here and there, but like last film, the ending kind of made no sense.
Yeah.
The first film, but it's still a decent enough sequel, and I would say 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
But I did see Platform 1 and 2, but the second, I think it was okay, but don't get me wrong, it was okay.
Did anyone watch Look Back or Salem's Lot?
Wait.
If not? The next film from me is.
Oh wait, I didn't get the Prime Video yet.
Yeah.
But I know it's Blumhouse, but I like Blumhouse.
Yeah. House of Spoils was from Amazon Prime, and while the critics weren't exactly giving this positive reviews, I'm one of the few people who kind of disagree, as it told a pretty interesting story regarding cooking and being in the kitchen, and it had some pretty and the main character was likable enough, and there was some pretty good tension, as well as it being one of those films I think gets a bit of an unfair rep. So I think if you're on the fence about it, I liked it. 8 out of 10. That's my thoughts on House of Spoils.
All right.
Okay.
And the next film I get to talk about is.
Oh, I haven't seen yet. Nothing usual.
Nothing unusual. Never heard of it.
I actually watched.
I'm not interested.
I just watched this a few hours ago. It was a new animated film released by Tween Animations on YouTube, and this was the antithesis to what the Rodfellows did, an actually good independent animated feature. The animation was actually really good for an online animated feature, as it's not really fluid, but it's actually very well rendered. Let's see. Well, the main character is a pretty likable character. I ended up leaning more towards. Okay, let me look it up. Let me try to look up the cast to help me remember. Assuming is a pretty likable character that you follow, given her situation. However, Carita Deer was honestly a character that I actually felt the most tragic when you watch the film, and the villain was the main villain, but and I'm sorry, I'm off script. Asumi and Awa had pretty good chemistry, and the villain was actually really good. Was actually unpredictable, and had something I can actually latch on to. If I had a few problems, though, I wish we explored more into the film's narrative, and I kind of wish it committed to it. Other than that, those small issues, I highly recommend Nothing Unusual. I definitely would give it a 9 out of 10. It's one of the more overlooked films, and I feel like more people should watch it. Take notes, Dan P. Lyons and Matthew Littlemore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all for my reviews, apparently.
Next.
I don't think we have any other. I don't think we have any other films to review.
Yeah.
I
Unless
watched.
Razor Rex comes back.
Well, oh wait, no. I actually, I watched a movie. I just got the theater called Red One.
You watched Red One?
Yes. I would say this. I would say it's underrated for me, but I give it 10 out of 10. So yeah, because I know I was watching. I was looking forward to watching Red One. I was like, okay, like it was underrated gem. I would say this. I give it 10 out of 10. Yeah, because it's from Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans. Much I like him.
At some point.
I watched it at Dolby Cinema. Because as much I like it, so yeah. That's all I can say. Okay, next one. I think there's another review.
Don't really have much of a next one. That's really all the ones I was able to have at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we just like talk about some other stuff for a little bit? Other TV shows we've watched recently?
Yeah.
TV show, but
if I could say something real quick, so I watched the first 3 episodes of this little known show that goes by the name of Primos. So far, I'm not really liking the series as of right now because here's something that I should bring up. I get that the show is trying to be episodic and stuff, but it feels like at the end of every single episode, Tater just reverts back to how she was in a previous episode where she's not tolerant of her cousins being around. When in a previous episode, by the end, she actually warms up to them, and this happens for most of the episodes. And the show has a problem where it starts off very, very sour. Where it basically it tortures Tater only for at the end to show something more sweet, which honestly makes the show kind of inconsistent in a way.
Oh. Oh yeah, this at least okay.
Actually, you know what? I might watch Joker Folie Deux on Prime Video. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it.
It's up to you if you want, John Wick.
All right, movie and cartoon fans. Should I watch Joker Folie Deux on Prime Video?
If you want to add something to your worst list.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to think about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So a movie to rip apart.
Yeah. If I do watch it, I'm gonna rip it apart next episode because oh boy, I heard terrible things about this movie.
I know, Joey. But okay. All right.
However, I did watch a few other films from the last Roundup from September, and thus I was able to catch myself up. So here's a few quick reviews of the films that were on the last podcast, but I never got a chance to watch them. So here we go. Let me go over them. Let me look at my letterbox right now. Oh yeah, The Crow. I haven't seen the original, but I watched this and I was just bored out of my mind.
I did see the original.
This movie.
Yeah.
I know. But
I do appreciate that it tried to stay with the R rating, and there were some fine action set pieces here and there, as well as one in the opera, which in the soundtrack was pretty decent. But the film was boring. I could not care about any of the 2 main leads, especially when they're all as bland as buttered toast. and it was just a tedious slog that it didn't make me angry. I was just too bored to care. 3 out of 10.
0 out of 10 or an F for me. Fuck this movie.
Wait, 0? Oh, I did not. Oh, I did not. John Wick gives 0 out. Didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I tried to get the Blu-ray, the Crow remake, but I got the original, the Crow, 1984. Because since my friend Modifa's boy seen the original Crow when he upload review, and now he got the theater, the Crow remake.
Yeah.
The next film that was from the last episode, but I didn't see by that point was Transformers 1. I'm in the minority when I think this film was overrated. Well, there were some moments of good fun action, and the film's end was actually pretty good. The film had questionable character portrayals of Optimus Prime at parts, although not as bad as Age of Extinction, mind you.
And Megatron.
The animation was good aesthetically. I just wasn't a fan of the designs for the Transformers, and it having been an origin story was just more or less predictable, and the humor was obnoxiously unfunny for me.
I mean, I was laughing in theaters, but Transformers 1.
I was laughing. I was laughing so hard.
I know. Actually,
it didn't do it for me. And don't get me started on the way they treated Bumblebee, as he not only would not shut up, but him having a running joke of either bad Acetron, and the fact that he wouldn't shut up was really enough to irritate me. Look,
yeah, imagine Bumblebee saying a bunch of pop culture references like Pirates of the Caribbean, The Flash, Batman v Superman.
Oh, but he only said this. Better
I couldn't get into Transformers 1. It was pretty underwhelming and not worth the hype. 5 out of 10 or 5.5 out of 10 for me. The next film was The Front Room, an A24 horror film that was pretty much panned. But for me, I will say it does have some moments of it being pretty good, although it can get pretty stressful at points, and it featuring gross out throughout the entire film, especially one involving feces. And the film, it was just a movie that I couldn't really hate, because at least I can tell this one did have more effort than either movies like Bagman, Tarot, Night Swim, The Exorcism, and Founders Day. Although it's not enough to call it one of my favorite horror films of the year, 5.5 out of 10.
Oh, that makes sense. But actually, Transformers 1, I went to early screening, August 30th.
Cool.
Because the people saw the entire movie, no joke.
And finally, I watched Beetlejuice, and it was actually a really good legacy sequel that, unlike The Flash,
I did see Beetlejuice.
Well, Michael Keaton was actually having some fun in this. Was actually having fun here, and he still doesn't skip a beat, and he was just as good as he was last time. And the characters, you actually do care about them, and like with the Tim Burton that you know and love, his style does not miss for me. One problem I did have is the fact that there's a bunch of subplots that really weren't needed on the film's pacing part. But other than that issue, Beetlejuice was a blast, and I'm definitely giving it an 8 out of 10.
Danny DeVito's cameo was also really good.
It was.
Yeah, but also as much as I like Willem Dafoe and Jenna Ortega in Beetlejuice. Yep, Willem Dafoe and Jenna Ortega.
I didn't love Beetlejuice, but I'll give you that's better than belongs in the trash, aka The Flash. It is.
At least some people don't like it. That's why people like the fine, but because of the CGI, The Flash.
And,
that was
and not to mention the Flash. The Flash himself is played by Ezra Miller.
That guy needs to be in jail.
Yes.
That was
He
a
does
drama.
need to be in jail.
That was drama because of that. Oh yeah, even Web, like there's no post-credit scenes. Like I was looking in theaters that Web, no post-credit scenes, nothing, not gonna do it. You give us money, that's it.
Yeah, I can see why.
Because I got both. I got same also makes 7 out of 10 for me.
So, for the Thanksgiving stream, we get to talk about some of our unpopular opinions in the next episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll have a lot of unpopular opinions in Thanksgiving.
Yep. And folks, stay tuned for my stay tuned for chapter 3 of my Orhana Man cringe-a-thon.
And hopefully,
right.
the Trolls Band Together Fan 2001 cringe-a-thon too.
It's our Fan 2001. Oh man, yeah, I saw. John Wick showed me the one he put a baby Frozen Wish Studios and baby in South Fan 2001. It makes me laugh so hard right now when I go to man. It looks so hilarious though. I mean, oh my god.
Yep.
Oh man, I hope you're gonna do it again right now. So anything you want. Like,
I might start the Trolls Fan Together Fan 2001 cringe-a-thon series probably Monday.
Are you sure? Maybe Monday. Yeah, how about Monday?
Yeah. All right. If anyone wants to join me on the Trolls Band Together Fan 2001 cringe-a-thon, let me know.
I don't know if I can join you, but because I got something to do right now because of my family and I have my class, but some others, yeah.
All right.
So, Sean, do you want to talk about the one I ended up picking for the nights of the show for your sense on this masterpiece?
Sure.
Okay. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I see SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
That's an absolute classic.
Yep, it is.
So classic. Even I guess Sponge out of the water, but I mean it was awesome.
Mm-hmm. And even if you don't really, even if you like or like
Sandy Cheeks, saved from Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie.
Wait, let me say this. While I was watching the Sandy Cheeks movie, what am I watching right now? Like, oh my gosh, what the heck am I watching? Like on Netflix. Like, because when I saw this, don't know how to say this right now. I just like a little bit underrated gem for me, but I give it 8 out of 10. Because I was like really disappointed right now. I don't know why I'm watching Sandy Cheeks movie.
Yeah. I do not plan on watching the Sandy Cheeks movie at all.
Well, to be fair, I watched the Sponge on the Run, but at least okay. But you know,
we're also getting a Plankton movie.
I might as well watch
that. Don't forget Black Plankton movie coming next year. Hopefully, this will be good.
I actually I watched the Plankton movie when it got leaked back in August. It's bad.
You got leak also, bro. You also got bad also. You tapped the leak right now, but don't spoil it right now. I haven't seen it. Even like this, search for SquarePants coming next year. With Avatar, the new Avatar movie.
Imagine if they made a Mr. Krabs movie, a Squidward movie, a Patrick Star movie.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Imagine.
I've heard that they actually are making a Patrick movie.
What?
As if him getting his own show wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine that if they make a Squidward, but at least I'm fine with Squidward. That's fine to me. But At least I find this good word.
Imagine if we, like I said, imagine if we got a Mr. Krabs movie.
What do you want to get? Many.
Yep. And what if the Mr. Krabs movie got released in theaters and IMAX?
Oh, well, if not, only Dolby.
Yeah. And what if the Squidward Tentacles movie got released on Apple TV Plus?
Doubt that's
That could
going to happen.
be just only like Paramount or something, like Paramount
What
Plus.
inspired
Sorry,
you
Paramount Plus.
to make all of these SpongeBob spin-off movies? Money.
There's so many SpongeBob spin-offs. Like I have no clue to say. Like even we got.
And just imagine if the Patrick Star movie got dumped on either MGM Plus or HBO Max.
No, not HBO Max. It's Max. They just removed HBO Max.
Yeah.
It's just Max.
What if the Patrick Star movie got either dumped to MGM Plus or Max?
Or Imagine now, but we imagine.
Yep.
But
do you think that'll happen, movie and cartoon fan?
Anything's possible.
Yep. But what else can I say exactly? We did get a chance. We don't know what year they're gonna release Beyond the Spider-Verse. Like if they're gonna release Beyond the Spider-Verse, but we don't know yet. Like there are people saying that Beyond the Spider-Verse will be released in 2028, if this is real or not, or like 2027.
Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the podcast.
I had to go and do something.
Yeah. Ryan, hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, who are you supposed to be?
Yeah, that's guys. If you guys want to call me, just call me Putra Irfan, but you don't know how to pronounce because you don't know how to pronounce my name. Putra Irfan. Yeah, but because if you see, this is my daytime. I'm from South Asia. This is Malaysia.
Don't worry. We saved some reviews for you, just in case you would come.
Oh yeah, Ryan. Anything you want to talk about review is up to you.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Go.
I think you watched and it was.
What?
Have you seen VHS Beyond?
I did on Amazon Prime.
I haven't heard about VHS Beyond, but I'm trying to watch it. I'm not interested right now.
Has it even been released in your country? I don't think it has.
No, I don't think they confirmed for me. Only just like some other like my country, Malaysia. Like they're just like, oh, I have Gladiator and Wicked.
Wait, I think VHS Beyond wasn't released in Malaysia because they could probably ban it.
I'll tell you why. LGBTQ, even like that.
No. Violence.
Oh basically violence, but because it got banned for me, Terrifier 3. Yeah, Terrifier 3, because it didn't go to my theaters. Because even, not to mention even like that, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem got banned for me.
That sucks. But
they saw people saw the LGBTQ. I'm not. Bro, this is kind of
okay. If VHS Beyond was sent to Malaysia, I can definitely tell you that they could ban it for violence.
I mean, because it's so many brutal.
Yes.
I mean, like even I watched Smile 2. Like I was like 18 above, because technically me, because I'm 20 years old. I mean, I just saw only like 18 plus. Like Deadpool and Wolverine was awesome,
Yeah.
But some of this got banned. They got banned. Even also like Thor: Love and Thunder got banned for me.
Does everything get banned? Anyways, were you supposed to review this?
Have any of you guys seen it?
Nope. Have not seen it yet.
I figured you would have given your thoughts on it, but
I have seen it. It is brutal. It is insane.
Oh man!
Oh,
I'm starting to really like
Yo.
it.
Oh, those.
Okay, should we go to another topic?
sure. Let's say.
Okay, so especially for the two people, have any of you heard of that Ice Age 6 announcement?
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
Guys, I did not ask for a sequel. Okay, I really got me pissed me off right now because John Leguizamo was interviewed, voiced by Sid.
It was.
I'm pretty pissed about it too.
Yeah, can we just let Blue Sky rest?
No, I mean
Why?
Blue Sky's not even shut down.
Yes,
Blue
they
Sky's
are.
gone. And
Yes,
Scrat
they are.
already got his
He's
acorn.
pissing in their grave.
There's no point in making a 6th Ice Age film.
And
Whoa!
actually,
Wait,
actually,
guys,
seventh,
Oh,
actually,
guys. Oh,
Can-
guys.
can I say
Actually,
something?
Ice Age 6 is coming 2 years.
actually, if I could say something, it's technically actually the 7th Ice Age because Ice Age: The Adventures of Buck Wild came out too.
Good
I know
Lord,
it's
I
gonna
hate
be
that film.
Nobody seems to really care about that fact.
Yeah. So it was my mom.
Yeah. Mr. Morbian said something. Why won't you die?
Why won't you die?
Oh yeah, I
Something
heard that.
Animat pointed
He says,
out in his collision course review.
"Why won't you die?" Oh yeah, that meme. I remember that meme. I remember that meme.
I can't wait for Animat to tear this movie apart.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Adventures of Buck Wild because the lead
from
cast
now.
though.
So,
Even-
That's going to be a long ass time from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's gonna be 7 Ice Age, bro. I'm getting tired of this right now.
We didn't.
Well, we
we
can
did
all
not,
blame Disney for pissing on Blue Sky's grave.
that's
Yeah.
unforgivable.
I'm
we
watching
did
on
not-
Disney Plus.
Unforgivable.
we did not ask for a 6th Ice Age movie, Disney.
Yeah.
Technically
I
7 now.
don't know the reason, okay, but the cast return, Jolly Wazamo and Simon Pegg.
Yeah,
And you know what's even more insulting? It's coming to the big screen.
I heard it already.
Yeah.
I heard it. I know because
I
of
wonder
Where if they make
what shit show that 20th Century is gonna make with this one.
Oh, 20th
Imagine if-
century, bro.
imagine if they made an Ice Age 7, 8, and 9.
And 10. Don't forget, John Wick. 10.
God
What's the
help us
point if
all.
they resort to AI at some point?
What if they made an Ice Age movie entirely
wow.
with AI?
Oh my god.
That wouldn't.
Oh my
that
god!
wouldn't-
I know AI still keep on going. Okay, I don't know. I know it's getting creepy. The poster and the video, so I know it's really creepy. Because that's what we said.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised given that Disney announced that they're going to be using AI soon.
Right.
Well, I mean,
No.
I heard the news on Twitter because I already know.
I heard
I
it
hate
is
Disney.
like
All right. The next film from Ryan, I think he watched was Bad Actor.
I haven't seen
yeah,
it.
I bought that on Voodoo.
Oh wait, it's on Voodoo. Oh, okay.
Was it any good?
It's a documentary about a bad actor that has scammed people. Did a
Huh.
pretty good job.
What's the actor's name?
Zachary Horowitz.
Oh, Zachary Horowitz. Interesting.
Why does that name sound familiar?
He's a scammer. He scammed people.
Oh, scam! Oh boy, hey, avoid the scam right now. Just scam. I don't want the scam right now.
Con artist. All right. Is that all for bad actor that you have to say about it?
Yes.
All right. From the both of you.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I enjoyed it.
Oh my god, I haven't seen the show yet, My Hero Academia.
I have not seen this show either.
I'm not.
I only watched Demon Slayer, Spy X Family,
World Heroes Mission, and
I only watched World Heroes Mission 2.
Yeah, and I figured, you know what?
Oh.
At some point, I'm going to see this movie, so I might as well watch it now.
Oh yeah, the show's ending in 2025.
Right. At least it knows when to end.
Unlike certain other long-running shows right now.
Right.
SpongeBob. SpongeBob, The Simpsons. We're looking at you both.
Oh,
Family
don't forget
Guy.
Family Guy.
Right.
The Loud House.
Miraculous.
Right.
Teen Titans Go.
I've seen the show. Miraculous Ladybug.
Teen Titans Go isn't really like one of the absolute worst. I mean, they're far worse than that one.
Right.
Yeah, that was really bad. This show was really bad, okay?
All right. So, anybody want to give your thoughts on the movie you watched?
Well, I had a good time. I thought the animation was stellar. And I liked how creative the fight scenes were. Like, there was this one scene where this one guy was I forget what the powers were, but like they had the two powers and they like would work together, like the villains with it. So the heroes had to find a way to overcome them. And I thought that was cool.
I bet the villain would love the Boondock Saints.
Pardon?
Wait. I'm sorry. It was supposed to be a joke.
Okay. And I didn't enjoy it as much as World Heroes Mission, but I still had a good time.
All right. Is that all?
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a review I talked about, but I figured it would only be fair that you get your 2 cents on it.
Oh, I'm not into Pharrell Williams' music. I mean, I think he's talented, but I thought the documentary was pretty good. I liked how it was told in a, like, it was told in a unique way. A unique and a visually appealing way. And I'm going to say it. Musician documentaries are better than musician biopics.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen Back to Black, the Amy Winehouse documentary?
From the director of 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, I do.
I seen that movie. I seen it on my website. Yeah, website.
There's actually a guy that sums this guy I follow, the Metal Meltdown. He sums up why most musician biopics aren't so good. Let me bring it up.
Yeah, Bob Marley, One Love is the worst music biopic I've ever seen in my life.
Well, Dakota's seen the movie already.
I gave Bob Marley One Love a 0.
Oh, you also 0?
Huh?
Let me see. Let me find it.
What'd you say, movie and cartoon fan?
I mean, Bob Marley can't be that bad.
Here it
So
is.
what do you find wrong about it that made you so monstrous?
The
Here it is.
performances, the cinematography, the lighting.
Let's see.
Everything about this movie is atrocious.
Sure.
I mean, it's fine if you like the movie.
I mean, okay.
Not everyone has to like
it. Okay. Okay. Here's the joke of why most biopics aren't so good.
Hey, you! Have you ever noticed that every single music rock star biopic goes exactly like this?
I'm a famous rock star. Perhaps you've heard of me. Despite a troubled past, I was able to create the most iconic sound with the most iconic songs of all time. And I've definitely never done any drugs or alcohol up until this point. I'm the big, mean, nasty, greedy record company CEO or executive. I signed you because I knew You had an iconic sound with iconic songs, but despite that, I will do everything in my power to make sure that you are as boring as possible. So you're telling me the lead single from your new album is about sex, drugs, possibly has some kind of social moral lesson or message to it, and also is slightly over 3 minutes long? There's no way that'll sell. There's no way that'll be such an iconic song. You can quote me on that. I'm the love interest. I exist only to be the love interest. I have no personality. I have no likes, dislikes, goals, ambitions. What's my favorite color? I don't know. Put very simply, I exist only to support and humanize my famous rock star boyfriend, and to occasionally provide a little bit of eye candy for male viewers. Oh no! My famous rock star boyfriend is addicted to the sex, drugs, and or alcohol! Oh my god, I love being addicted to the sex, drugs, and or alcohol! I'm the famous rock star! I can do whatever I want! I'm going to do something incredibly violent, immature, and irresponsible as a result of my addiction to the sex, drugs, and or alcohol. When I win the Academy Award, that's the scene they'll play.
Rockstar and music.
See, that's explaining why most music biopics aren't so good.
Imagine combining that last guy with freaking Jeremy Johns in blackface.
Actually, Metal Meltdown is awesome. I like him. I enjoy him.
I meant like one of the characters that he was playing, the one that he was crazy.
Oh, okay, yeah. One music documentary I'm looking forward to. It's coming out sometime in 2025. It's about my favorite band of all time, Iron Maiden. I'm looking forward to that.
All right. So is that everything for Piece by Piece?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, I learned about this film from someone who I made friends with on social media. And she comes from a Native American background. And I figured I'd check it out for Indigenous Peoples Day, formerly known as Columbus Day, which we know where Columbus is. In fact, I did a little meme with that, but first I'll talk about Resball. Resball, it was all right. It had some passion, like it was emotional, and it had the cast some heart to it. I just wish it had more to offer than other sports movies, but it was a harmless watch. Now for the meme with that I did for Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day. Let me just hold on. Reset. Share screen.
Motherfucker!
That's what Christopher Columbus saw when he died.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
All right. The film that I also talked about, but because Ryan watched it, you watched One Whitebird, right?
What is it then?
Whitebird.
Oh
Whitebird?
yeah, I saw it in theaters and it was great.
Whitebird. Oh,
I have not seen Whitebird.
We can blame Lionsgate on that one.
Yeah.
Right.
I ranted on Lionsgate too here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All
I haven't
right.
seen that movie either.
Let's not forget the best Christmas pageant ever.
Oh, that's
we'll
for
talk about
November.
it on the next roundup.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is.
Oh yes, I love this movie. This movie, it really resonates with me because I'm getting back into drawing, and it really resonated with me. So the film, it was worth the fathom. It was worth seeing in theaters as the Fathom event. It was hilarious, but also really emotional, really upsetting. But it was a great watch, and it was a great commentary, on the art and the industry.
I saw this on Prime Video today, and it was great. Oh my fucking god, my jaw is just dropped all the way into the damn ground when watching it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right, is that it?
Yep.
Is that it?
All right.
Okay.
Oh, Salem's Lot. This film.
Oh, I'm trying to get the max. I'm trying to get the max right now. I haven't seen Salem's Lot, but I seen the remake and the original.
Salem's Lot. Have not seen this movie either.
I haven't seen the mini-series from '79, but this film, well, I wouldn't call it terrible per se.
It's a long
stuff going for it, all undercooked. Like, I heard that the film was meant to be longer or something, and it shows. It was just mid, as everyone says.
Yeah. All right, is that it?
Yep.
The next film, I talked about it, so I figured you two might as well have your time with it.
Oh, I enjoyed this movie. I mean, I didn't think it was perfect. But granted, I don't believe in a perfect movie, but it had the heart and passion into it, and it was worth watching, and it was worth supporting indie animation. Plus,
I was in this movie as the police officer.
Okay.
Long story short, I really liked it.
Mm-hmm. Really cute.
Hey guys, I need to get off right now, so I'll see you.
Okay.
So
all right.
All right.
Take care.
All right, see you guys.
Take care.
All right. Any thoughts on? And
Yeah, that's how you do an indie animated movie, people.
Mm-hmm.
Not Rockfellows.
Right.
Yeah.
Ryan had pretty negative experiences with them, didn't he?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually met those sons of bitches, and they were just, oh my god! I couldn't believe some of the things that they've done, like in February, especially in February of 2021.
Like, what did they do?
Whoo boy! That is a really good question to answer. Let me download a video. Don't worry, it's not copyrighted. Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how long is it?
Wait, I'm finding it.
Yeah. And so is that it for Nothing Unusual?
It's already released.
So, yeah.
Right.
So we already gave our thoughts, so I guess we might as well let Razor Rex have the next one in the meantime.
Oh, this film? I think on paper a kangaroo horror movie actually wouldn't be a bad idea because kangaroos can be quite aggressive. Like, seriously, can be pretty brutal. But this film, the CGI was just pathetic, and the design for the kangaroo is bad.
Yeah, I bet it looks so fucking stupid.
And
yeah,
here's what else ruined the tension. Right after the first attack, they revealed that they had a character upright said it was a kangaroo. Like, imagine if in Jaws they said that it was a shark right away.
That would be incredibly stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's a shame because there are some Australian horror movies that I really like The Babadook, Blackwater, Rogue. And yeah.
Wolf Creek?
I have yet to see the Wolf Creek movies.
But they're very well known.
But Rogue was made by the same person who did Wolf Creek.
Okay.
Right?
All right. So, next up is
We Live in Time. Oh my gosh. This movie was pretty good. It was emotional and never thought I'd need to see a romance movie with Spider-Man and Yelena.
To answer Janai's question, we already went over our thoughts on the upcoming Ice Age 6.
We're not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm not even sure if I want to see it. For me, the Ice Age franchise ended at the third film.
Yeah.
To me, it ended on Continental Drift.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's pissing on the grave of Blue Sky.
Right. It feels in poor taste considering Blue Sky.
Yeah, but enough about that. Let's get back to We Live in Time.
Right, it was pretty good. The non-linear storytelling narrative took some getting used to. It was emotional because Andrew and Florence had great chemistry. Yeah.
All right. So the next one is from Ryan. If you watch Dan.
No, because I do not have Netflix.
I started watching it. I thought it was pretty good. It's pretty funny, and I forget her name, but the grandmother, she's pretty good looking.
Considering that it's G Kids, I'm pretty sure I'd wait until it gets released on Blu-ray. I mean, it's G Kids, so of course they have to.
So I looked over the list, and that's probably all. That's definitely all of them.
Okay, speaking of nothing unusual, well, what you said about the independent animated movies, I found one video of that other one.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah, but don't worry, it's not even copyrighted.
Pull your nutsack and nail it to my door! Like one of those lion door knockers rich folks got!
Oh yeah, I saw this video before.
Your balls!
Surprisingly, the source of this isn't some random 2-minute shit-ass animation on the internet. This came from a 2-hour...
Should I skip to the part of their atrocities?
Yes.
It's not even that long, so I think we'd have time.
Okay, let's just
hour and 15-minute long movie that took 5 years to make. And me and a couple friends watched it for shits and giggles, and all we could say, this is one of the worst things we have ever seen. So, I got the idea of, hey, I'm gonna do a video about this. It'll be funny.
A little trolling.
And the only other person to do a video about this was a brony with a shit-ass microphone that reminds me of that one guy that talked about the Bob the Builder reboot. So, any of you guys heard about Dumbsville?
Check it. Yo, I hit the jewel and got some gold. I sold Lil Steve, I could never sell my soul. I went to LA and find me out in Little Toll. Coca-Cola, my ramen, I'm gonna need another bowl, let's go.
Okay, I'm not gonna spam you with 2020 humor and Metal Gear references, let's just get into this Spurg shit. So I mentioned earlier, me and some of my friends on Discord watched this for laughs because, no shit, this movie is faggot shit. I'd rather watch Food Fight than sit for this shit again because I'm not lying when I say I needed a
I'd rather watch Food Fight, at least I can laugh at that film's expense.
Yeah, it's like Food Fight is bad, but it's a film that's fun to rip on.
Yeah.
Especially
and
with
the
Mr.
people who made it
Clipboard.
are actually good people.
Right.
Especially with the scenes with Mr. Clipboard. Oh my gosh.
I've yet to watch the movie, but
would you rather watch Go Animate the movie or the Rodfellows movie?
Go Animate the movie without question. Pretty sure the guy who made it is a good person in real life.
Yeah.
Right. Plus, he was at least a kid when he made it, so I can at least cut him some slack for not making it and not entirely making a good movie. So I'll give him leeway on that. Whereas the three people behind it are grown adults.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no shit.
Team to watch this. It's just that mind numbing. And what I can say about the first bit of this movie, it's not even its own movie. For the first part, it uses some 50s animation intermission that's probably copyrighted. Some ad for a compilation of trains and planes because autism. The footage for this was taken in Florida. Along with an ad for a Go Animate movie. And after all that garbage, we get to the first bit of animation in this film, which is a pink rabbit standing still and doing some critic dodging. I'll get into
Wonder why? Wonder why they're doing it.
Okay, let's not spoil here.
why this scene exists later. And then they try recreating the Regal Films roller coaster bumper button Planet Coaster. Did they deadass think this shit was going to be shown in a fucking cinema?
I want my money back.
And
Same, like
same here.
That this would be shown in theaters. If this movie was shown in theaters, what would you do?
I would
boycott it.
I would fucking boycott the shit out of this movie.
Yeah,
I
But,
bet.
like,
I bet
they've been
reviews would
releasing
be
some-
monstrous.
I would actually
Yeah.
not be surprised if they showed this in theaters, considering this year we have seen some movies that got theatrical releases that shouldn't have, like a certain propaganda film and Not Another Church movie.
The Garfield movie. The Garfield movie should have never, ever gotten a theatrical release. Ever.
Well, that is professionally made, so I can see why they would release it in theaters.
Yes. Like this, I learned about Not Another Church movie, and like when this guy I follow, Double Toasted, like when Corey saw that it was actually in the theaters, like he's all, "Are you kidding?" Like,
Like
Another movie that should have never gotten a theatrical release. Borderlands. I have more movies that should not have gotten a theatrical release. Norm of the North, the Emoji Movie, Borderlands, The Crow 2024, Madam Web, Morbius, Redeeming Love. Let's
Freddy
see.
got fingered.
Huh?
Freddy got fingered. Add that to the list.
Yeah, Freddy Got Fingered, Transformers, Age of Extinction, and The Last Knights.
Earth.
Yeah, the remake of Psycho.
The list can go on.
Yeah.
let's proceed with the
Okay,
react video.
let's just get.
Yeah,
back.
let's move on.
Right into the movie.
Oh.
Barely anything hooks you in. It's just a bunch of awkward filler and fat fetish fox junk for about 30 minutes. Nothing happens for 30 minutes until some squirrel criminals come onto the scene and do a little trolling to the main cast.
Oh, by the way, that one of those squirrels was voiced by Darren.
Also,
Nah, definitely explains a lot, does it?
Also,
Yeah.
I could say something real quick. For some reason, they keep on calling them chipmunks when they are clearly squirrels.
What is this
I
guy
bet
on?
these guys are fucked in the head to not even think that.
Or maybe they're taking something. Whatever it is, I probably don't want to know.
Me either.
Trolling to the main cast. And then the main cast trolls the squirrels back and do some Sonic.exe go animate shit to them. And then more nothing happens, and then the squirrels go to a school to do a little bit of trolling and do a fucking speech about how it was wrong. And then the non-existent plot just goes into a downward spiral.
Look at the city slicker pulling up in his fancy German car.
Sneed.
What else do we need to say about this?
Right.
Tonight, yeah, exactly. Tonight's episode, the writers barely discussed fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, here's a lesson. If you have something, keep it to yourself.
Or integrated in a way that is
All right,
subtle.
just imagine if this movie was released on Blu-ray and you saw it at Walmart. What would you do?
A part of me wants to do what Trolls Band Together Fan 2001 did for Frozen 2, but that would be a waste of money.
Yeah.
All right. All right, everyone else, what would you do if you saw the Rodfellas movie on Blu-ray at Walmart?
I would
probably run
Steal
out
it from
tweet.
Walmart and smash it without paying money. I mean, hey, at least you don't pay for it.
Yeah.
What I would do is basically grab a piece of cardboard and put a sign on there saying "Don't look behind," so that way the Blu-rays will collect dust and nobody will even know about its existence.
Right. That's one solution.
Yeah.
And then it leads into more sussy furry fetish
Oh my god!
This part of the movie is the worst.
I know, right?
Oh my god!
Am I the upper rapper or the rapper not because it's supposed to be 10?
Wait, we're about to get into that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're about to get into this shit.
This Parappa the Rapper knockoff is supposed to be 10 years old, by the way. And then this movie, I kid you not, just turns into an anime ripoff. The main squirrels from earlier, Pilot and Mecha, just start
Were they able to animate that?
destroying the city. And then the main cast and a shitload of randos from earlier
I'm friends with that guy.
Yeah, I feel sorry for all the people who have to work on this movie, except for the big three, obviously.
Right.
Thankfully, I was not abused.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a good thing being 18 at the time.
Yeah. Like, if I was working with them, I would have just stopped altogether, stopped being on YouTube.
Yeah, I didn't even know about this movie's
movie
existence.
was on Netflix.
So I luckily didn't get a chance to run into these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right. I have a little question.
Just confronting the squirrel.
What would you do if the Rodfellows movie was on Netflix?
I would probably leave a dislike without even watching it.
I mean, Netflix also allows stuff like you know, that certain French film and Big Mouth, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did stuff too.
Yeah.
But they did pick up Amazing Digital Circus, so
Right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they'll be removing some their DreamWorks originals.
Well, to be fair, those are owned by Universal, so
Right.
Maybe they'll
But
end
still,
up on
it's
Peacock.
Right.
Or being like, you did it bad, you're in big trouble, you're going to jail now. And then some Cold Steel looking ass furry comes out of nowhere and does an anime reference to Gurren Lagann to kill some cat dude named Sargon. I cannot make this shit up, it's just that fucking batshit insane.
Wow.
And then they have some metal ceremony that drags.
Terrible.
yeah. Like, they steal a lot from this movie.
and have
on for way.
In stealing a show from the guys who worked on Kill and Panty and Stalking, Promare, and Cyberpunk, that's just a real insult to injury.
Right.
Way too long. And then a dance sequence that makes me want to rip my eyes out of their sockets.
Yeah, I wanna
along
do
with
the
some
same thing.
unused animations and a horrible song
Get ready for some cringe.
that. Well, I'll just let my friend Torino Bird say it.
Bruh, this shit sounds like music from Cruelty Squad.
Are you lucky to be seeing your favorite friends in the forest? Only never ends. Hanging out.
You know what? I want to gouge my fucking ears out.
Yeah, me too.
You know what?
Me too.
Norm, I'm
Danny
sorry
is
for
way
hating
too
on your
monotone
awful
to have a good
themes.
voice.
Yeah, and not to mention, he mumbles his lines throughout the entirety of the film.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah, definitely explains it.
what if this movie was on demand?
I highly doubt that anyone would pick that fucking thing up.
Right.
They'll basically
they were on
they'll basically not touch it to the point where the people who put it on there will have to remove it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look what I heard. Someone in the private chat said, Pipster, you're fired. Joshua, Pantuni Corp. Oh. Sorry we didn't notice you.
Hi, Pipster.
Problem.
Anyway. Yeah.
All right, let's
Done
go.
it. No shit, this is a bad film. Story is barely even there. It's just a bunch of filler, softcore fetish trash, and then at the end of the movie, what the fuck is even happening anymore? The animation is stiff as fuck and mostly relies on zoom-in shots when nobody is moving on screen. The only thing you're going to be seeing moving in this movie are characters' mouths by 2 frames per second. I'm also not going to leave out that this movie...
I'm in horror.
Why is Sylvester like that?
I don't know.
What were these people on?
I don't know. They must be like on some fucking crack or something.
Or crack beyond crack. Like something worse than crack.
I'm pretty sure the makers behind Looney Tunes would be rolling in their graves if they saw one of their creations being desecrated by these guys.
Yeah,
Right.
they also show Swifty and Jade from Arctic Dogs as well as Nature Cat.
Like, what did this movie not rip off?
Yeah. They also stole a joke from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
SpongeBob was a good episode. White Painters was a good episode.
Yeah.
Right. SpongeBob, what are you doing? Oh, just hanging around. Boo! Get down on the floor, boy.
I was about to say, Patrick. No, you had to. Patrick, what are you doing? No.
Right.
Why did you
Hey, movie and cartoon fan. Read what I put in the private chat.
Oh, nothing else I could think of right now.
Oh, I guarantee that movie would bomb financially.
Yeah, what if the Rodfellas movie was released in IMAX?
I would not see it.
I would not see it.
I would not see
no
it.
force on heaven or earth could make me see it. Anyway, let's proceed.
All right.
He uses characters from other properties. Sylvester from Looney Tunes appears for about a few seconds, along with some characters from a PBS kids show called Nature Cat.
Yeah, Darren at one point had an obsession with that. Still has an obsession with that show.
And he's fucking 20. Well, he was 20 at the time.
I mean, I'm not against obsessing over kids shows. After all, I still to this day obsess over My Little Pony, but still.
It's fucking Dan we're talking about here.
Right. And not the other dirty Dan.
Yeah. Dan
I'm
Sobel.
Dan Schneider?
Yes, Dan Schneider.
I'd say I'm Dirty Dan. Oh. I say I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
All right.
I'm Dirty Dan.
What if they aired the Rodfellas movie on Comedy Central?
Probably the worst thing they would put on their channel since Brickleberry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's proceed.
All right.
I had to look up a PBS kids show for this goddamn movie. What the fuck?
Those chipmunks, Xander and Zayden, have gone rogue! Them for the
Nope. Also, you remember
I didn't want to go down. Yeah, like I said, I can't really hate on the voice actors on this movie, given
They
what
were probably paid and they're all okay. Yeah, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, I know Blue G had a horrible experience working with them, as well as Almir Velovic.
Right.
I didn't even have anything.
Let's proceed.
that pink rabbit we saw earlier going on a whole entire critic dodging rant? Yeah, apparently along with a shit show taking 5 years to make, it was made by a bunch of pedos with an inflation fetish. Like that's even a surprise anymore. Ugh.
Yeah, that's the thing that the whole was known for.
And
Daniel Paul,
like it's obvious in the movie that they had this.
Like seriously, what is with all these animators being creeps? There's John K, and then what was his name? The creator of Mighty Magiswords,
Kyle A. Carosa.
Oh right, yeah, Kyle A. Carosa. What makes it worse with Kyle A. Carosa was he has a character in his show that hates pants. And it's not like just her outfit choice. It's a running gag. Like, she'll constantly voice her disdain for pants. Those jokes have aged poorly.
Yeah.
Just imagine if these guys would go on to make a theatrically released animated film.
It would bomb the box office very hard.
Right.
Just imagine it right now. John Crispolucci's Coraline.
Just imagine this. From the creators of the Rodfellas movie, Garfield!
Oh, God.
Actually, I can think of something worse. The creators of Rodfellas doing an adaptation of Wicked City. And it would be really bad if you knew the context behind Wicked City. As for why?
Like I said, just imagine the creators of Broadfellows making a Garfield movie.
You don't want to know what the deal with Wicked City. Trust me. You don't want to know. And for those who have
I do know what it is, but I'm not going to say it.
Well, if you get around to watching Wicked City, don't say I didn't warn you. and you're gonna feel guilty for being a man if you're watching it and want to take a shower.
Yeah.
That's
Lions, the main man behind this show. The one
Look
with
at
the
his
focus on
goddamn
putting
face
his
right here. Look at that.
That's the man. That's the who would date this guy?
Nobody.
Basically,
No
I
one.
would. No girlfriend would want to date him.
I wouldn't want to date him. I mean, I understand it's like looks aren't always important, but seriously,
No
who would wanna
girlfriend
date
would
him?
want to date him.
Yeah,
No girl would want to marry him.
right,
He wouldn't even get a girlfriend.
right. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even. I would not be. I wouldn't even want to be around this guy.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
I would like.
In fact, I would call the cops.
Mm-hmm.
I would call the police.
Right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
said animations. Alexander Andrew Mortensen.
Would you believe if I said this guy was my introduction to the Rod Fellows? I knew him thanks to his Michael the Vion Guy rant.
Right.
And he's known for comics minis.
There's just something about his eyes that are unsettling.
A tryhard edgelord that often spurgs out in suicide baits, and Darren Alexander Nicholas.
The man himself.
The man of the hour.
Yep.
Yeah. The one everyone has talked to death about.
He looks like some punk that you'd see in an incel metal band.
Or a background character in the Boondock Saints.
Yeah, I've known this guy. Yeah, he's known for throwing a lot of temper tantrums.
Right.
Especially in 2021.
Okay, I remember seeing Blue G just screaming his fucking screaming the ever living fuck out of him in one now lost video.
Right.
Yeah. I remember that video too. It was cathartic and hilarious. Did you get what for?
Right. Let's proceed.
AKA Pip Pip. A man so spastic they need a lullaby to calm themselves down. I am not even joking about
God.
Who writes that kind of song? This is some psycho sinner.
You are a cunt.
Oh, for a 20-year-old, he needs a lullaby? Why?
Look at one of the names. You are a cunt.
Yeah, that's what Darren Pipser is. That's what he is.
We should have not said that word, but yeah.
Right.
I mean, well, we're talking about Darren, so I think it's not really that much of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but YouTube is pretty sensitive.
Right.
Oh yeah,
like
people
some wrong
YouTube
cases
are
of
pussy.
censorship, but yeah. Let's move on.
that part. It's on the Kiwi thread. So yeah, all 3D short bus writers have been known for grooming. Sending dick pics to someone saying that they were 15 years old. Making nut-safe characters that were confirmed to be underage. Bruh, they have all the qualifications for autismo groomers. I can make a fucking bingo off these guys. Hell, this isn't even the end of the list of the despicable shit that these three have done. Heard all three of these creepers try to groom a 13-year-old because they thought they were cute. And that Darren dude wanted to put a sex scene into the movie because they wanted to get some 15-year-old hard. Yeah, this shit.
Yeah, that's not messed up at all.
Yeah. This guy.
That is fucked up.
Yep. These people, they have problems. Deep down problems.
They belong in jail.
Oh yeah. And about Alexander Mortensen, he's actually a homophobe and transphobe.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, he regularly says the F-A word. At one point, he even defended Danny by saying, "Why isn't polygamy and pedophilia legal, but gay marriage is?" Again, I did hear about this from a review of someone I am friends with.
Right. I mean, like, they're, like, I should clarify this. Like, I understand people have their kinks, and that's fine, but if it's this kind of stuff, is just messed up. And if it's minors, that's a big no-no. My no-no
Yeah.
are if they involve minors and bodily functions. That's where I draw the line.
Same here.
Same.
Is incredibly fucked up, and knowing how groomers work, their ideas are probably going to spread to their victims, and more creepers are in their Discord server, probably ones we don't even know about. So yeah, this video is just me mocking some shit-ass movie I found on the internet. It's also me calling out these DeviantArt creeps. This Rodfellow shit is like looking at Blue Cat Riolo, but split into 3 separate flavors of autism. I'll be linking more info about this Rodfellow stuff below, because all I can really do right now is signal boost the info about these creeps, and the creepy community that they've made. I'm SilverFox1232, and fuck this shit-ass Bedfellows bootleg.
That's the end of the video.
Right. That was some messed up stuff. I feel like
fucked up indeed.
Yeah.
And apparently this garbage took 5 years to make.
5 years to make?
This gives me Cans Without Labels vibes, which was an animation that was in the works for 6 years or so.
There are movies that I've seen like that took years to make that are better than this, like Mad God and the Primevals. But like, and those films, like, I mean, the Primevals was okay, but I mean, Mad God was
This
amazing.
movie took half a decade to make?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Like, what
Seriously,
the heck?
though, I've seen go animate videos that took time to make less, and they were better than this.
Heck,
Yes.
There's an indie animator I follow. Like, he makes, like, his project, like, he usually, like, he puts more effort into this. Like, yeah, it's just mind-boggling. Like,
Yeah,
his
it is.
amazing. He puts more, like, I'm just mind-boggled by this movie.
Yeah. And you want to know what the worst part is? That at one point, Danny, Darren, and Alex have been copyright striking videos that criticize them.
Wow, sounds like the Daily
true,
Wire in Lily Orchard.
Though thankfully, Danny, and Alex are no longer active, though Darren still has an account.
Right. So that's concerning. Oh, and I just saw some sad news.
What is
Tony
it?
Todd, the actor who played the Candyman and voiced Dreadwing in Transformers Prime and did other voices, he passed away.
Oh my god.
Sad day it is.
Too many people have passed away in 2024. Paul Di'Anno, the original singer of Iron Maiden. Let's see who else. James Earl Jones, Maggie Smith. Just way too many.
Even the creator of Dragon Ball Z is in this too.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
Jesus Christ.
Weathers.
What a sad world. What a sad world we live in.
Mm-hmm.
It's
At times I feel like the song Iron Maiden. At times I feel like the song Iron Maiden song "Hell on Earth" gets more and more relevant.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I hope Keith. I just hope Keith David doesn't pass away.
And he does. That will be very sad.
So yeah, I think that's the end. It's been like 2 hours and 33 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a great stream. Sorry about leaving earlier. I had to have
folks.
dinner.
All right, stay tuned for the first episode of the Cringeathon of my Cringeathon. Stay tuned for the first episode of my Cringeathon series for Trolls Band Together Fan 2001.
All right.
And also stay tuned for stay tuned for another episode of my Orahana Men Cringeathon series on Sunday.
All right.
And I will, or tomorrow, I will see you guys then.
All right.
Moving Touches Dan, would you do the honors in saying peace out?
Peace out.
Before I say that, I will say this. And stay tuned for the Thanksgiving stream where we'll talk about some of our unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, may I say something? Hey, do a cringe-a-thon of Dan Sobel, please.
Oh,
I think I will.
All right.
I might have to do that.
Wait.
All right. It was a
Peace
great
out.
stream.
Peace out.
Peace
Peace
out.
out.
Peace.